What do you know, guys? Another red day for SoFi, and at this point, it's pretty much becoming routine, man. Every freaking day, it seems like, is a red day, and I genuinely can't remember the last green day that we had. So today we went down another 0.5%. We closed at $15.15 after being in the high 14s last night in the overnight market, and every index in the U.S. stock market today, by the way, guys, closed down except for the Dow, which went up, 50 points, 0.1%, really nothing. The S&P went down 0.4%, the Qs went down 0.75%, and the Russell got hit 1.5%. So another rough day in the markets today. And again, SoFi's hanging on above $15 by a thread. So we have to break down the charts, what I'm doing, other stocks I'm looking at, and we have to go over some news we just got regarding SoFi. So guys, hit the like button, consider subscribing, join the Patreon if you want to keep up with what I'm doing in my portfolio, how I'm managing my money right now, stocks I'm buying, trading, how I'm generating income via selling options. All of that's linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stocsurfest.com/Patreon. And now, cheers. Let's get into it. So like I said, guys, SoFi closed at $15.15, and now we're actually trickling down a little more in the aftermarket, down to $15.12, and that's after we hit $14.80 in the overnight market. We had a huge gap down yesterday, last night, which obviously we recovered above 15, but the fact that we hit the high 14s, guys, goes to show that the selling pressure is there, and it wants to go lower. You know what I mean? And ever since we took out 1650, which, oh, by the way, we called that out, it's been downhill since. I mean, we're down $1.30 to 40 from that point, which is a 8.5-10% drop, right? Or 10%, number. So that's a big drop we've seen in just the last 1 or 2 days, on top of the complete slaughter we got, all throughout January into February, right? So SoFi at this point is down over 50% officially from all-time highs. We're pretty much at 55% down right now, which is insane, man. And it looks like the more time goes on, the more realistic $12, $13 seems. I said originally a couple of weeks ago, right? I don't think it's going to go much lower than $12, $13, which I'm still sticking to that. If this got to the single digits, I would be shocked. Honestly, guys, I'd be shocked. I mean, if this got to $8, $9, I mean, that would just be mind-blowing. I would be buying like crazy there. But yeah, I think it could go to 12, 13. And if things got really bad, I mean, maybe $10. But, I don't think it's going to go under this 180 SMA. So I genuinely believe we are nearing a bottom here on SoFi. I'm not saying it's going to reverse right back. That's not what I mean by saying we're nearing a bottom. All I'm saying is I think it might stop selling off super aggressively here pretty soon. Right around 12, 13, 14 a share. Heck, 15, kind of where we are now. I feel like a lot of the pain is behind us. A lot of the retail weak hands have gotten shaken out. We're already seeing management, in particular Anthony Noto, buying shares right now. So in my opinion, I think right in this pocket, we're going to start to see some more insider buys. I think retail, those that maybe have been on the sidelines, I think retail will start buying in here. Those that were in SoFi from the earlier days, like myself, in the single digits, we're going to start buying more shares. So I love it here, quite frankly. In the $11, $12, $13, $14, $15 window, I think it's a beautiful opportunity if you have time, if you have patience, and if you're willing to stomach volatility. Because the reality is, look, we're nowhere near reversing, right? If it goes down to 12, 13, 14, even if you buy some here, right, you're still buying in a downtrend and a falling knife, if you will. So keep that in mind. There's going to be volatility. It could go lower. It might not turn around for 3, 6, 9 months. But if you're willing to stomach that, if you believe in the management, you like the story, you like the fundamentals, this is the entry that a lot of people have been waiting for. It's right before our eyes right here, guys. It's unraveling. A lot of people were loading up at 30, 25, 28 a share, 27 a share. And think about it. If you were buying SoFi then, why wouldn't you want to buy it now? It's down 50%. It's the same company, but a lot lower in price, a lot better of a valuation here. And I get it. Some people are down 40, 50% or 20, 30%, and that might be demoralizing, if you're looking at your account every day and you're just obsessing over it. And especially if you need the money short term, which you shouldn't be investing money you need short term anyway. But yeah, I feel like people are down, but man, this is the time to add, in my opinion, bring that average cost down, or the very least just hold. I think selling here would not make sense. I mean, with it being down 55%. So with that being said, let's go over now to this article right from SoFi's IR. We can see some news we got a couple days ago. SoFi expanded their loan platform business with multiple new agreements totaling over $3.6 billion. You guys can see here they closed a LPB transaction with a leading global bank for an expected loan delivery of over $1 billion, and a separate LPB transaction with a financial services and insurance group for $600 million over 12 months. And additionally, look at this. SoFi agreed terms on a new partnership with a top 5 global private asset management firm expected to deliver up to $2 billion over a 2-year period. And SoFi's loan platform business, of course, refers pre-qualified buyers to loan origination partners, as well as originates loans on behalf of third parties. These new agreements reflect the continuing strong demand for personal loans from both members and debt investors. And Noto said, adding 3 new partners to our growing network shows the unique value of our LPB loan platform business to asset managers, institutional investors, and partners more broadly. Noto also said, by connecting strong borrower demand with institutional capital, we're building a capital-light, fee-based business that complements our overall lending business while leveraging our existing technology platform capabilities in underwriting, pricing, marketing, and servicing. And SoFi's loan platform business drives capital-light, fee-based revenue by earning fee income for originating loans for partners while retaining servicing rights. In 2025, SoFi's loan platform business secured, get this, over $10 billion in commitments to meet strong borrower demand. Yeah, take that, Muddy Waters. What do you have to say about that? You freaking, I don't even know what to call you guys. I can't cuss here. I wish I could. I mean, I could, but we got to keep it PG, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, at this point, SoFi, it's a buying opportunity, in my opinion. I don't know how else to say it, especially if it comes down, into that 11, 12, 13 mark, which I think there's a decent chance it will. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below, and let's break down some other stocks now. But wait, before we do that, a quick word from our sponsor, Moomoo. You guys can get up to $1,000 of NVIDIA stock and up to 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash by using my link down below. Let's hear from Moomoo. So I've been trading stocks for over a decade, guys, and one of my biggest problems has always been finding a platform that has it all. The clean and simple to use UI, right? All the advanced tools to help my advanced trading, and that's exactly why I've been using Moomoo for years. And what I love about Moomoo is they offer trader grade platform capabilities that just flat out outpace competitors like Robinhood, in my opinion, by a mile. And again, it's a one-stop shop covering all asset classes from US stocks to international stocks, crypto, options, you name it. And guys, Moomoo's loaded up with features that you would have to pay a lot of money on other platforms to use. I mean, look at all this detail on their shareholders. We have key indicators, all the different financial statements. I mean, look at all this, guys. And you want to know the beautiful thing, guys? You can use Moomoo today as well and get up to 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash and up to $1,000 of NVIDIA stock, depending on how much money you deposit onto the platform, simply by using my affiliate link down below. And check out the disclaimer and all the terms and conditions. And now let's continue on. So we can see Meta had a pretty good day today. It did not participate participate in the red, which kind of makes sense because, look, we got a ridiculous overreaction to this lawsuit that we got on Meta. $375-400 million lawsuit. The stock got rinsed all the way down to $517. I think we hit $520, $525 on Friday, which, by the way, I added more Meta on Friday at $525, and today we got up to what, $536, 2% Green Day. And am I buying this rally? Heck no, I'm not buying this rally. I think it could end up being a bull trap on Meta, so keep that in mind. It could go lower in this environment. I think it will, quite frankly, go lower, which is why I only nibbled a little bit at 525 with plans on adding more if this thing gets down to 500, especially under 500, which would put it right near this moving average on the 3-year chart. And on the max chart, you guys can already see we're nearing that 50 SMA, which is a critical support. It's at 420. I don't think we go down to 420. I think we meet that moving average at around 480, 500. And guys, anywhere in this pocket right here, I think Meta's a buy. Chart-wise, it looks strong, and the fundamentals are getting better, right? They're cutting their workforce. They're becoming more efficient. They're scrapping losing, businesses essentially. And they have 4 billion users, man. Over 4 billion users across their family of apps. This company is going to do well long term. They're going to capitalize on AI. I believe in Zucks. Sometimes you just got to invest in a company where you believe in the founder, the CEO. And some people hate Zucks. Some like him. I like him, right? I might be an idiot. I might be wrong, but I think there are bright days ahead for Meta, and I'm not saying the stock can't go lower. It could easily go lower, which is why I didn't buy a ton yet. But, man, if it goes anywhere near 500 flat, under 500, I'm going to be loading the freaking boat on Meta because this is one that I was buying in the 600s. Why would I not buy it here, right? Why would I not buy it in the high 400s, right? Like I said about SoFi, if you were buying it in the 25s, 20s, why would you not buy it here at 15 if it gets down to 11, 12, $13? So another one that I'm looking at is Mercado Libre, and I'm not going to call a bottom here, but I feel like Mercado Libre is slowly starting, the selling in the name is slowly starting to decelerate. This thing saw a big drop after earnings. It got down to about $16.50. That was roughly a month ago. And now it's at $16.20. So throughout the last month, during the entire, essentially since the Iran war started, Mercado Libre only has lost about $40 a share in value. We're talking 5%. That's nothing compared to other stocks. And a lot of that has to do with the stock's already been beaten up for a while, right? So the fact that we're only down 4 or 5%, if that, over the last month since the Iran war started, the selling could be close to over in this name. I mean, it could go a lot lower. There's always that chance. I mean, these are stocks after all, guys, but I think it's getting a bit exaggerated here. In Mercado Libre, I think the 50 SMAs is going to act as support. Maybe we dip a little under it. Sure, 1,500 a share, but this is one that I'm holding. I think my average is like 1,800 a share on this. I am down a little bit, but I'm buying the dip. I'm adding, and again, I think the selling, I know it's right in front of my face. It's decelerating. So what do you guys think about that? I'm pretty much going to wrap the video up here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Consider subscribing. Join the Patreon if you guys want to keep up with my actual portfolio updates, my real-time updates. Check it out. Link down below, pinned in the comments, description box, or go to stocksarefest.com/Patreon, and you also get access to my private Discord. I'll see you guys in there. Cheers. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video.